YouTube, Louie here, and I'm going to do a retirement video today. I do these every Sunday, and just want to talk about retirement and possibly some of the pitfalls and ways that you can avoid the identity crisis that may come our way. I'm just a few months out from retirement, so I've been thinking about this a lot. So I wanted to go through a quick article about what you can do, and then talk about what I think I'm going to try to do with my day. So to start off with, this article is written by Jacob Wade of Go Banking Rates, and basically he's talking about early retirees and potentially the identity crisis that can happen when you retire early and don't know exactly what to do with your time. But I think that's true of all retirees, so I'm going to skip the millionaire stuff and just get right to the meat of the article. And here is where it is. The hardest part of early retirement, in my experience, was adjusting to the new lifestyle. When you retire early, you suddenly find yourself with an abundance of free time. This may sound exciting at first, but it can also be overwhelming. Without the structure of a regular job, it's easy to feel lost or purposeless. Okay, so what do they recommend? All right, one practical tip I have for those considering retirement is to create a schedule or routine for yourself. Having a daily plan can give you a sense of purpose and direction. It doesn't have to be as rigid as a work schedule, but having some structure in your day can be incredibly helpful. Lastly, I would advise anyone considering early retirement to think beyond just the financial aspect. While financial independence is crucial, it's equally important to cultivate a fulfilling and meaningful life outside of work. Explore your passions, engage in hobbies, and build strong relationships with loved ones. These non-financial aspects will contribute greatly to your overall happiness in retirement. And that's whether you're an early retiree or, you're a regular retiree, or you might even call me a late retiree. I'm not going to retire until my mid to late 66s, okay? So shame on me, I guess. So many people are getting after it early, but that was not me. I just wanted to I enjoy my job. I enjoy contributing to society, and having something to do every day. But now we have to think about, what happens after you retire. And for me, that is, like I say, that's in a few months. All right, so I'm going to get over to what I think I'm going to do, and maybe you've thought about this as well. But here we go. This is what I'm looking at doing. Now, I've always been an early morning riser, and I find that I get a lot done in the morning before everybody else gets up. It's a very quiet time and productive time. I've got a couple of internet-based things going on in my life. One of them is I have been a member of Prolific.com for, I don't know, almost a year now. And, I also want to top off the retirement. I want to have spending money, and I want to limit the drawdowns on my 401k. So this might be something some of you guys want to check out. This is called Prolific.com. I'll just go on to it really quickly. And this is a research website, the best one in my opinion. There are many places that claim to pay you for doing research, and this is some of the studies that you can participate in, and they come from universities, think tanks, political advisors, human resource people, etc. If you've had a long career, you probably know a few things about a few things, and you can participate in these studies and earn a couple of dollars at a time, 78 cents at a time. Here is what I have earned. All right, here we are at my submission page, and like I said, I've been doing this for almost a year, but I've done 1,165 submissions. They've approved most of those, and I've earned 1,486 pounds. That is probably about $1,800, and they send that to your PayPal account. So it's very easy to do, and also provides, possibly some stimulation. There are studies in there where you're trying to kind of beat the clock and beat the competition, and then there are there's things that you need to ponder about how you would think about different aspects of politics or commerce or anyway. Anyway, I enjoy doing that, and I think and you might too. Get over to prolific.com if you want to sign up. They don't approve everyone. Matter of fact, it's kind of hard to get in, but do give it a try, and you do have to let them know your personal information, your driver's license, etc. If you don't want to do that, then definitely don't be part of Prolific. If you lie about something, they will ban you for life. But that is number one. I want to spend about an hour a morning on prolific.com. Let me get back to my goals. All right, the other thing I want to do is continue to update my website. I spend about an hour and a half every morning looking for the best deals on silver and gold for my precious metals community. And that takes some time going through all the deals that are being offered every morning. And that website is growing and providing, hopefully an annuity for the future. But, right now it's still in its infancy stage, and I'm working on it. But that's another thing I'm going to do. So we're up to 2.5 hours a day online, right? And that both those things could potentially provide extra income, which I do enjoy. All right, I do like guitar, right? I haven't been playing much guitar lately, but I've been playing since I was 16, I think, and have a pretty nice little collection of guitars as well. But, it's difficult to find people to play with, and then you get stale and so forth. But I really enjoy music. I really enjoy guitar. And, I'm going to search out a music club in my local area and see if I can go make some bad music, right? And then eventually you start making good music, and then potentially you can perform. So that could be a really interesting thing for me to kind of keep the juices flowing. I have a friend who's big into karaoke and guitar, and gosh, he got to open recently for he got to sing the national anthem for a local festival of some kind where he lives. I know he's early retired as well, or partially retired, but he gets a lot of joy out of music, and I think I might too. I'm gonna rekindle that old flame. Okay, here's a good one. My neighbor has a boat, and he is a really good neighbor. Oh, he's about 10 years older than me, but still quite healthy. And he's got a boat, and we have talked about going out, once or twice a month into the bay and doing some fishing. I am not much of a fisherman, but you know what? I'd like to learn. I know my dad loved to fish, and I've tried a few times with the kids. It's not something I'm very good at, but I think it would be great to get out and breathe the sea air and catch some fish and eat some fish, right? If they're edible. Looking forward to that. I'd like to get out on the boat with my neighbor. He's a very cool guy. All right, Pour Silver. I'll show you some videos here, but I also have an eBay store, so I guess that's the third electronic digital thing that I do. And from time to time, I sell things and make a little money. I pour silver, which is kind of a silversmith thing that I do, and most people don't understand it, but in the silver community, people like to buy poured silver. I have done bars and rounds and skulls, things that people enjoy. The thing that takes the most time that I have not been able to do is casting silver into specific molds, like army soldiers or whatever it might be. It's very time consuming. You have to pack stuff in silicon sand, and it takes a lot of time. But I've got the full setup in my backyard with the shed and everything I need to start making cool silver objects again. And then those can sell on eBay at a 30, 40, 50% markup. So that is time consuming. If I get bored, boy, you can spend a day pouring silver. I kid you not. All right, number 7, start a garden. I'm going to build some raised bed gardens. I have a pretty large yard, and it won't be hard to find the space. And want to do some gardening and grow some organic vegetables. I mean that is healthy, and you're out in the sun. And my back is not all that great, but I think if I can raise the bed substantially, I think I could probably put together a neat little garden. I would enjoy doing that. The other thing I want to get into is bonsai trees. I've always wanted to work with bonsai trees, and I don't know anything about it. But I'd like to buy some sample materials and start pruning bonsai trees. I think they're cool as hell. And, possibly something that could be sold, in the market or not. But when you have all the time in the world, I mean, it could take 10 years to develop a bonsai tree. But, if you start at 66, by the time you're 76, you might have a pretty nice collection. And they are just beautiful. I love those. Okay, see the kid. I have a child that lives in Oregon now, and I want to get up to see her more often, and enjoy what Oregon has to offer. We've talked about going fishing up there, and she could use a little work on the house that she just bought. So I may take a couple of trips up to Oregon a year and mess around and just stay connected with my daughter. My son still lives at home. Okay, get organized. Oh my God, the messes that you create. I am not an organized person. I tend to move to, the most pressing thing every day. And if I get that done, I usually forget about the rest. So getting organized for my eBay store, getting organized with my precious metals collection, figuring out what things to sell around the house that we don't need, tackling the garage. Oh my God, get a car in the garage. Wouldn't that be nice? So many, many things to do in terms of getting organized. And I don't know about you, but as you get older, you just accumulate more and more stuff. And we have been the recipients of, several estates from family members who have died. And now you've got all your stuff and you've got all their stuff, and the stuff that you couldn't liquidate, you don't know what to do with. The kids amassed all kinds of stuff as they were growing up, so you have toys to get rid of, and you have to prune down the sentimental stuff. It's a ton of work in getting organized. So I want to spend some time on getting organized every week. Of course, I want to manage the finances. I don't want to overmanage them. I don't want to look at them every day. I probably don't want to trade the market anymore. I do mess around trading my self-directed IRA, but I want to do less and less of that. I just want to check in on it once a month, make sure the plan is going well, make sure I'm hitting the 5% return that I've earmarked for what I need to make finances work. The other thing that is really helpful with this is newretirement.com. Okay, if you haven't checked them out, they have a free sample for a couple of weeks where you can load in all the elements of your retirement plan, and it is really robust. And it will tell you if you're going to run out of money or not once you put in your parameters, when you're going to retire, your Social Security benefit, how much you have in the 401k, part-time work, etc. And do check that out. I found it to be an instrumental tool in telling me that I can retire. In fact, I could have retired a while ago, but like I said, I enjoy my job. I enjoy staying busy. But, I'm developing a pretty good list of things here that are going to keep me pretty busy. Okay, I love to cook. I love to cook and I love to eat. So I'm going to cook. All right. And let's see how fancy we can get. And let's see how healthy meals I can create, but I love cooking. I'm also on the keto diet, as I told you last week, so it gets a little more challenging to create yummy meals without carbs. But I will always cook. I mean that I don't go out a lot. My wife and I don't go out a lot. We just love to make yummy meals and watch Netflix. And so, yeah, there's going to be a good amount of cooking. All right, I haven't mentioned exercise because I don't like exercise. But I have to like exercise. Okay, losing the weight is not the only thing. I got to start walking more. And I got to figure out a way to do that. Maybe join a walking club. Those are pretty easy to find in, meetup type websites or in the neighborhood or at the local park. And then we also have a dog that would love to be walked. So I got to find some time for exercise and walking. I'm not going to go crazy with running or anything. The knees won't take it, but walking's got to be part of my day. And the last thing I'm thinking about is, well, maybe I'll get a fun car. I've been driving commuter cars for most of my life, and maybe it's time to get that little Miata. Or I used to collect and restore British sports cars, MGs and Austin Healey's and such. And wow, that was a lot of fun, but that sucks a lot of time as well because they do require constant maintenance. So maybe a modern car, maybe something fun and small. I don't know. I'm still thinking about that. Maybe I don't need a car at all because the wife has a car. So I don't know, but something fun to, like I said, get the juices flowing and go up for a mountain drive or something. So there we go. We're at the end of my list, and I would love to know what your list is. Hopefully, there's something here you didn't think about, but there's a combination of, and of course, friends and family are on the list, and I want to get more involved with friends and family, and my wife and I can do that as well. And she loves to play cards. It's not really my thing, but she loves to play cards with neighbors and such, and we could do that, and find other ways to go out and have some fun with neighbors. Relationship is definitely on the list, and I plan on working on that and doing things with my wife as well. But what's on your list? We have a combination here of income generating things, digital activities you can do from the comfort of your easy chair, outdoor activities to get that vitamin D and just feel alive. Eating and growing things, and hobbies, being with people, and managing your finances. So what's on your list? What if you are retired? What keeps your day full? If you're thinking about retiring, even more important, are you planning a list? Are you just going to jump into the Great Divide and see what happens? Or are you going to try to avoid those feelings of lack of direction and the existential crisis that comes when people no longer see you as important? If you have an important job, even if you just have a responsible job, people are going to miss you, and you have relationships from people at work, which probably will disappear, would be my guess. But how are you going to fill that time and those feelings and feel energized and motivated in your day? All right, so that's what I want to know. Feel free to post below. And thank you for watching this video. I'll be back next Sunday with more retirement thoughts. And in the meantime, have a great weekend. Louie out.